Alright. Hello. Let's try this again. And hopefully there aren't any power outages 30 minutes into the damn stream. Would have gotten started earlier, but I was delayed because of a after-work call, forcing me to go back in to take care of something which took me 5 minutes to do, meaning I had basically a 30-minute round trip just for one tiny thing at work. I actually had something different planned tonight, but because of the power outage, that's getting pushed back to next Saturday. Whatever. There we go. I finished up social media stuff, and then we will get started proper. Yeah, between what happened yesterday and earlier today, I'm kind of pissed. All things considered. Oh, hold on. Okay, that's set to live. That's set to live. Is Nightbot gonna work? There we go. At least I feel a little better after having ate something before starting. My God. A string of bad luck the past couple days. Oh, whatever. How about you go on ahead and get things started. Luckily, I was able to accept the quest, the next quest, just before the power went out, so we have that. And now, looks like, I'll be back to do Ruby Doomsday, after I'm done with, all the, MSQ, leading up, to patch 5.3. Once I'm done with all the patch 5.3 stuff, that is when I will go on ahead and, take care of, the Sorrow Warlet. But for now, we head back to the Crystarium. I think I'll just do... Actually, go back to the Revenant's Toll. So I think I can get into the Crystarium... I think I can get over to the Crystal Exarch, quicker. Or, like, without having to run through the Crystarium. Alright. Also, a bit of a disclaimer tonight. I may not be doing very many voices. My throat is a little raspy because I screamed in rage in my car after I was done with the phone call from work. So, I may not feel up to doing too many voices tonight. Alright. Oh, wait. It's not over there. You've got it over here. Beacon Keeper. Travel to the first. Ah. Hello, I'm back. You've come at a most opportune time, my friend. I've made something of a breakthrough in my research on the soul and a means to return the Scions home. I trust you two have been making good use of your time. Yeah. Don't have to worry about, Black Rose anymore, but some other stuff has happened. Ah, I see. It's not one of these cutscenes.
Now that we are all here,
Oh no, it is.
What news from the source?
The camera angles and how they were moving looked like didn't look like one of these cutscenes.
A new Ultima weapon. We must count ourselves lucky that Gaius has pledged his assistance.
For now, at least.
While this is indeed a worrying development, I think the state of the Empire as a whole greater grounds for concern. With the Emperor slain and Xenos returned, it is impossible to predict how matters will unfold in Garlemald. The Ultima weapon may be but the first of many unpleasant surprises.
The situation beareth closer observation, of that there is no doubt, and doth compound our need to return unto the source.
Then let us address that issue. Our long search for a means to see you safely home may well be nearing its conclusion. Thanks in large part to Urianger and Beklug's invaluable insight, we have succeeded in fashioning a vessel for the journey.
We set out to create a crystalline container retaining the more useful properties of white aurosite, but without its regrettable limitations. And after a good deal of trial and error, we made one. An ark for soul and mind both that will allow your incorporeal self in its entirety to be ferried between worlds. A spirit vessel, if you will.
Oh, good. Now we just need to make about 5, 6 copies?
However,
Though the vessel is possessed of the requisite qualities to hold mind and memory, it wanteth yet for a means to receive of them. For that, we must needs imbue it with the Exarch's innate gift.
A gift that lives on only through the blood of the Allegan Emperors, which certainly does not flow within aurosite or any other crystal.
Ah, so we just need to prick the Crystal Exarch with the needle and drain all his blood. Sounds good to me. Where do I start?
Just so, milady. The blood serveth as a conduit of sorts. In its absence, memory cannot pass from mind unto mind, nor from flesh unto crystal.
That being the case, we must either alter the process of inheritance so as to require no such thing, or determine a means by which my blood may permeate the vessel. I am hopeful that the records found within this tower will yield the knowledge we require to pursue one or the other of these avenues.
As well you should be. The Allegan's body of etherological research is extraordinary. I can scarce believe it the work of ages past.
I mean, I'm all for with poking the Crystal Exarch with the needle and draining blood.
But its underlying principles are not so very different from those of my own field of study. Given time, we will find the answers we seek.
My knives can also double as needles. Anybody?
I know that you can ill afford to wait, and it pains me that I must ask you to do so. I can only reaffirm my promise to you that a solution will be found. Whatever it takes, I will see you safely home.
I mean, you better not repeat that in Alice's presence.
My apologies.
Oh, hello.
I do hope you haven't come to tell us that mortal peril fast approaches.
No. I had hoped to speak with the Warrior of Darkness. But there is no need to cut short your meeting on my account. I will be waiting outside.
I seem to be a popular commodity these days. Especially among the women folk.
Why not speak in here? She knows I don't mind. Unless she didn't want to.
Perhaps I might accompany you. Though I am woefully ill-qualified to assist in the XIV's research, I may yet be of some use to Lena.
Open to sharing that Lucky's rabbit's foot? I'm sorry, what? I blacked out for a second. What'd I say? Let me finish this banana real quick. I must confess, while I enjoy my fair share of scholarly research, it would be good to step outside for a spot of fresh air. Now then, shall we go and speak with Lena? Okay, there we go. We have little time, so I will be brief. A sin eater has been sighted in Lakeland, and I ask for your assistance in slaying it. Oh? A sin eater? I had heard some few yet remained after the night had returned, but perhaps we should call the others. That will not be necessary. It is only a single sin eater, a simple task for our guard, I should think. That said, I believe fighting alongside the Warrior of Darkness would be a valuable experience for them. Peace can lead to complacency, and they gain nothing from an easy victory. But you do not underestimate your foes, however harmless they may seem. My men would do well to learn from your example.
Let's be about it then.
Excellent. Let us make for Fort Job. All right, Fort Job it is. Whee! Okay. I bet you guys didn't expect me to come from that direction, eh? If you would wait here a moment, I will gather the others. You may not remember, but you have met these soldiers once before, though only in passing. Long have they waited the opportunity to fight your side. I'm sorry, who are you guys again? I was at death's door the day that after the Sin Eaters attacked. If you and yours hadn't come along, I'd likely have stepped through and I wouldn't have been alone. The courage and selflessness is something we all aspire to. I too was there that terrible day. My friend was transformed into a Sin Eater before my very eyes, and I had no choice but to cut her down. The thought of returning to the field, holding a blade again, filled me with dread. That is no way to honor her or my comrades, and so I have returned. I swear I will not let you or anyone else down from this day forward. Pleasure to meet you, sir. Truly, it seems like only yesterday I watched you as you took flight alongside the Namara to go and save the Oracle. Strange to think that your mourned soldiers we once locked blades with are now on our side, but we'll do our utmost to keep the peace here in Lakeland. We seem to be missing one. My apologies, Captain Lena. An elderly gentleman asked that I escort him to Clearmount. It took longer than I anticipated. I'll not begrudge your desire to help those in need, but a soldier must be punctual, especially when we play host to honored guests. It won't happen again. My name's Thaler. I'm sure you don't remember, but we met once before in the infirmary. I can't say that I do, but it was a while ago. I asked you to deliver a message to the Exarch and the Warrior of Darkness. Little did I know I was already talking to them. Don't give up, don't give in. I kept those words close to my heart, and the boundless beautiful skies above serve as a reminder of their importance. My friend got to see his knight's return shortly before he passed. He left this world with a smile, satisfied with a glimpse of what was to come. But there are countless others who weren't so fortunate. They gave their lives for the promise of a future they'll never know, and so falls to us to do everything we can to fulfill that promise. No matter what happens, we won't give up. We won't give in. Your heroism inspired all our guardsmen in much the same manner. Our scouts at the northern staging point have not had the pleasure of meeting you in person. Let's not keep them waiting.
Okay. I'm an inspiration to all on not just the source, but on the first as well. Hooray and jubilations.
My throat's feeling a lot better. Okay. Alright. Ooh! There's a big dagger in here! Alfian! You get to live. Was this the Sin Eater? What? Why is it dead? Did you guys actually manage to... I have questions and I'm looking for answers.
Did you slay this eater? Your orders were to await the main force before engaging.
No, Captain. It wasn't us, I swear it. A man came out of nowhere and cut it down before we knew what was happening.
Is that Urianche's
himself.
voice actor?
Certainly it is no light warden, but nevertheless.
It's true. Felled it with a single swing of his axe, he did. I've never seen anything like it. So I says to him, who are you, the warrior of bleeding darkness? And he says, no, I'm a warrior of light. And that was it. Buggered off as quick as he came.
A warrior of light? Why would someone go around calling himself that, though? It was those bastards who caused the flood. I mean, if you were going to pretend to be anyone, it'd be him, the warrior of darkness.
Eh? Oh, I didn't know. It's an honor.
At ease, soldier. Up, and it's gone.
Since the Eater is no longer a threat, our work here is done. Return to your posts.
It was nice to get out and get some fresh air.
Your side today. But I'll continue to follow your example, and may we meet again.
Who was that guy again?
I apologize for the wasted journey. It seems I overestimated the threat.
It's all good. I enjoyed the walk outside and fresh air.
As for this warrior of light, I do not know who would be brazen enough to take that mantle for his own. Whatever it may once have meant, it is forever tainted by the association with the Flood. The Exarch told me the truth of Ardbert and his comrades' deeds, and I am aware they played some part in your own triumph. But to most, they are synonymous with the calamity that befell this world. Still, if this man is minded to destroy Sin Eaters, I may forgive him his unfortunate choice of alias. But that is neither here nor there. I thank you for accompanying me.
With that concluded, shall we return to the Crystarium? There is a proposal I should like to make.
Forgive me. There is one more thing. A personal concern of mine. I had hoped you might have a moment to speak privately.
Anything for you.
Take your time. I shall go on ahead.
Now that the children are gone. Is this about the Crystal Exarch?
I will not mince words. This matter concerns the Exarch.
I knew it!
Though his countenance belies his age, his demeanor never has. He has seen more than any man should and grown ever more weary with time.
Ah, you could tell too.
But I see I give the wrong impression. While it is true he attempted to open a letter with a salmon fillet the other evening, we are not here because I suspect his mind is deteriorating.
Well, on the contrary, a salmon fillet seems like the perfect thing to open a letter with.
Nor do I believe him to be so maddeningly unconcerned by the prospect of his own death as he once was. Indeed, the opposite is true. It is for this reason that I seek your advice. Since he returned from the Tempest, the Exarch is not as he was.
Oh yeah, got a bullet wound, that's probably it.
He seems a different man. A younger man.
Ah yes, a de-aging bullet.
I know not the details of his research, but when I saw him at work recently, there was a glint in his eye that I had never seen before. He looked happy. It was as if he had peered into the future and for the first time found joy there. Though it gladdens me to see him thus, I wonder if I should not keep my distance. I fear that my presence will only anchor him to the past, remind him of all the pain that came before.
If you want to hug your grandpappy, be my guest. He's lost without you, you know, and he misses you dearly.
Are you sure? Then perhaps we might remain as we were. As we have always been. What a relief.
Go on ahead and hug Grandpa.
In that case, I will have to speak with him about the amount of time he is spending at work. This research is important, I know, but if he refuses to consider his own health, I will have to consider it for him.
Yay. The granddaughter's only concerned about his health. I will not keep you. You and your comrades have much to discuss. I will see the others back to their posts. Alright, whip him back into shape for me. And note the ones that actually enjoy that. Alright, back to the Crystarium. Yeah, screw it. Just gonna... Oh. Screw it. I'm just gonna teleport. Oh, I seem to have dropped a few frames. Hopefully that's not gonna be a continuing trend. Alright. Doesn't look like it's changed, though, so we're still good. Oh, I want to go this way. There we go. The others were quite shocked to hear of what we found in Lakeland. But now that you're here, there's a proposal I should like to make. Well, out with it then. I have been spending a great deal of time in the Cabinet of Curiosity, and of late I have noted more and more people perusing books on history, the years leading up to the Flood in particular. I suspect they wish to know more about the Warriors of Light, as well as they should, but nearly everything I've come across describes them as Sin Eaters or worse. Regardless of whether or not this Warrior of Light is who they claim to be, I worry that their sudden appearance, in conjunction with this renewed interest in the predecessors, may lead to growing unrest and fear. If the people of the Crystarium seek the truth, I say we give it to them. I too can attest to the falsehoods found within the full many of the cabinet's tomes, with nary a mention of the noble deeds of Ardbert and his comrades. To be fair, they bear some responsibility for the flood, but when the tale is told again and again over the course of a century, I'm not surprised to see their roles distorted and then painted as villains. Were it not for the record stored within the Crystal Tower, I would have had no reason to question the narrative. Unfortunately, that knowledge was of no use, for when I arrived here in the first, their reputation had already been irreparably tarnished. That said, there still remained those who worked tirelessly to defend their good name in those early days following the flood. Considering all the good they had done, I wondered if they needed defending at all. It brought to justice the man who misused my knowledge to bring about the fall of Vobert. That such heroes could be spoken of in the same breath as sin eaters is absurd. Under normal circumstances, I would agree, but as time passed, those who knew firsthand of their deeds dwindled. In the end, only one truth remained, that they were the cause of the flood. With the world on the brink of oblivion, it was all too easy for the Warriors of Light to become villains, deserving only of resentment and hate. At that point, the truth mattered little. It would not change their lot. Thanks to all of you, however, the lot has changed, and now they may heed the long-forgotten truth. You claimed it was Ardbert who helped you overcome Ebert Selk, correct? Such a revelation would do well to sway the hearts of those who know him only as a villain. I have shared this with a select few, but one and all must be told of his sacrifice. To that end, I say we proceed with Alphino's plan. We call together the people of the Crystarium and recount to them the true tale of the Warriors of Light and the flood that followed in their wake. Well, sounds like a plan to me. Well, what say you, Throat? Wish we'd done this sooner. In hindsight, I agree, but better late than never, no? Exarch, might I ask you to continue working with Beglug on our means of returning home? The rest of us would see to gather in the people of the Crystarium and the XIV. We have to reach out to anyone and everyone who might be willing to lend an ear. With any luck, word will spread and more will accompany them. Alright. We must speak with the people of the Crystarium.
Oh goody, I get to go all over the Crystarium.
Might be easier if I just do this. Alright, where to first? Probably the Cabinet of Curiosity. Oh, need to go this way. Oh, I gotta go all the way up there. Boo. Oh, not too far. At least I hope not. Oh, that's all the way up. Son of a bitch. Ah, speaking to you. No, this can't be. Surely there's at least one book here that does not cast the Warriors of Light and their deeds in such a negative light.
Hey, we're about to announce something. We want you there.
Oh, forgive me. The Cabinet of Curiosity has been bustling with visitors of late, but I fear a repository lacks for the knowledge they seek. People wish to know the truth of the flood, of the Warriors of Light. I have searched high and low, but alas, every account portrays them as no better than sin eaters, but abominations worthy of only scorn and resentment. I know they were not always judged so harshly, yet I can find no proof, and I dare call myself a librarian.
Hey, calm down, calm down.
You would address the people and tell them the truth of the Warriors of Light, of the flood? How wonderful! You have regaled me with the tale once before, but I should love to hear it again. Oh, and you may be assured I will not come alone.
Yay, okay, see ya.
Whee! Ow. Oh! Cool. Ninja keeps winning. There. Crystalline Mean, I guess? Ah! Hello, Catless. Well, what a coincidence. I was just reading over a letter I received from Grinnell not long ago. It says a visitor from the Crystarium found him at the bottom of the ocean and that he inspired him to reach new artistic heights.
Well, I can only think of one person capable of both feats, though I'd say the latter is far more impressive. To think fate could bring the two of you together in such a place? Yeah, I know, right? I'm sorry, you mean the Exarch didn't tell us the whole story of the Warriors of Light? Well, whatever's he's left unsaid, I'm all ears. Okay, see you there. Downstairs. Oh, perfect. Oh, ooh, 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 ooh. Hey, that's neat. Ow. Dang invisible walls. Throat, my, what a wonderful surprise. Though I hope your being here doesn't mean someone is hurt. Thanks to you, I've had fewer patients coming through my door of late, which is a shame, come to think of it. I've had fewer opportunities to test my new medicines. Oh my god, you're starting to turn into a mad scientist, aren't you? Anyway, we got some stuff to announce, so we want to see you there. Okay. Yeah, I'll just teleport there. Wait, what's the thing over here? Okay. I'd check that out later. Actually, yeah, let me check that out. Hold on a second. I'm curious about that. Is that for opening up, like, savage, difficulty stuff? Minstrelling Wanderer. Ah. Hello, not Yoshida. You can cross the rift. You of all people. Aha. Cool. Okay, well, you are, for unlocking the harder difficulty stuff. Got it. It's quite a handful of people that can cross the rift, as easily as me. We'll be able to see another one of them later on, though. Ah, Bragi. Hello. Come to browse the wares in the market, have you? Well, I can guarantee you'll have no trouble finding what you need, whatever it may be. Under Yulmore's new leadership, trade has never been more prosperous. Word is the fellow from Daedalus Stonework has taken over as mayor. Did he really? Little wonder business is booming the way it is. I imagine it won't be long before old Northrant reaps the benefits, but you've not come to talk about the market. Something on your mind? Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and talk about stuff. You want to join us? Okay, later. Whee! Well, to what do I owe the pleasure? Whatever it is, I must set you be brief. With the night, returned visitors have been flocking to the Crystarium, and I might find myself busy by 2/2. Busy with what? Well, anyway. I don't mind it, though. Seeing the stairs full of life and excitement, one can almost forget the flood ever happened. Yeah, we're gonna be talking about stuff in the main foyer if you want to join. No? Yeah? Okay. I'll see you there. Alright, cool. I can just go over here. Wheat. Hi. Appears behind you. Nothing personal, Alphino.
Alright, I think I need to do that. Yeah. Oh, this is a super special one. I'm just gonna let the Nope. Just gonna let the dialogue play.
Yes, this looks to be nearly everyone. Let us begin, shall we? Though I am usually the first to hold forth at such events, I think on this occasion that honor should fall to you.
What? Why me?
They would be more inclined to take the word of the Warrior of Darkness.
Oh, putting me on the
Indeed.
spot.
In light of the subject matter, who better than thee to speak these truths?
Oh, fine. I'm just a tiny guy. Why should I have to be doing all the speaking of the truths? The Warriors of Light were actually saviors. But they were painted in a bad light by some bad actors. And you know, a flood of liquid that looks like light that eliminates everything that it touches. But yeah. Anyway, they sacrificed their souls to stop it, and the leader of them also saved me. So, you know, there's that.
Wicked White. The Warriors of Light did all that?
Yep, even the stuff that they didn't want me to say to you guys.
So they never... I mean, they only ever wanted to help. And when everything they'd done turned to ash, they still carried on.
They gave everything to stop the flood. First their lives, then their souls. And they managed it too, in the end. They saved us. And we cursed their names.
Oh, don't feel too bad, you were fed a lie. Mostly. I mean, one of them was a jerk.
This should go a long way towards clearing the air.
The one that I was talking to all the time. Wait, what?
Impossible.
Wait, you can see him too? Wait, you can see him too? I'm not hallucinating again? I'm not
definitely
dehydrated?
see something. You don't think...
Nay, yonder
Whoops.
standeth no bloodless apparition, but a warrior of light and darkness both. Ardbert.
What in the world?
It's you! The one who slew the Eater!
That it should be the Warrior of Darkness who brought the truth to light. You've saved me a fair bit of time, though I have a few words of my own to say, if I may.
People of the Crystarium, I am Ardbert, one of those you know as a warrior of light.
That's impossible. You should be dead.
Aye,
I guess
that I
not.
should. But as the world has been given new life, so too have I. I know not why I, and I alone, have been gifted this chance. But I do know this. Only by the will of the star itself could such a miracle come to pass. The hero who stands before you now, the Warrior of Darkness, is not of this world. And the day will come when he must return to his home.
Aw, why'd you go have to spoil the ending for them? I wanted to be the one
But
to
this
tell
land
them.
is our home. And if it is to remain so, now and forevermore, it is we who must protect it. The time to rely on saviors from afar has passed. It is you who must rise. You who must become the new warriors of light.
Jerk, you're harsh on my vibe.
What? Us? Warriors of Light?
None of us were born heroes, my friend. I was only ever a man with a thirst for adventure. But wherever my journeys took me, I was invariably confronted with the same choice. To lend what aid I could to those in need, or not. And I always chose the former.
And then you got a companion that had a thirst for you, if you know what I mean. Anyway.
Any one of you could do the same. All you need is the will to help your fellow man. And the resolve to see it through.
I did the healer roll quest. I know what I'm talking about.
From thine own lips did we learn of Ardbert's fate, and by thy countenance I gather thou art not inclined to recant thy testimony. Yet whosoever this man may be, his words hold truth and resonate with the citizenry besides. For us to voice our doubts here and now would serve but to sow disquiet. 'Twere better we retired unto the ocular and there discuss this matter in private.
Go. I will stay here and watch.
That way it doesn't auto-advance later. Yeah, the role quests are pretty sad. Yeah, you got that installed when you
that is a
got here,
warrior
didn't
of
you?
Light of the First. I've not had the pleasure of making his acquaintance, but as you all seem to be in agreement, I gather this is no simple case of mistaken identity.
As far as I was able to discern, that was indeed Ardbert. It has been a long time, but not that long. Could he truly have been resurrected as he claims?
No, absolutely not.
Ardbert did entrust his very soul unto thee. I see no reason to question thy judgment.
Nor I. To my eyes, your ether burns as brightly as the day you slew Emmett Selk. That is proof that he is with you still.
Yeah, we've got a
Yet
sort
that
of
which
piccolo
standeth now
and nail
before the
thing going
people is
on.
far more than a passing imitation. I am reminded of the cardinal virtues, though a sin-eater he is not. Which leaveth but one plausible explanation.
Ashians!
That he is an Ascian.
Given their fondness for posthumous possession, I would have to agree. From what I understand, the Warriors of Light were laid to rest in Yulmore by those whom they had aided in life. At the time, some few still remembered them as heroes. Needless to say, 4 of them were subsequently exhumed to serve as the Virtues. And if one knew where to look, Ardbert too would not have been difficult to find.
Assuming then that this is indeed the work of an Ascian, my mind inevitably turns to the last remaining paragon to survive the Sundering.
Elidibus.
Buses don't have lids, they have
Xenos
doors!
proclaimed his own flesh is known. thus evicted from his borrowed form and cognizant no doubt of Emet-Selk's failure here in the First. 'Tis quite possible the emissary chose Ardbert for his next vessel.
Inhabiting the flesh of the fallen? My, that is unsavory. And they do this often, you say?
More than you could probably imagine.
Verily, for they possess no corporeal forms of their own. In what one may term their natural state, none save those gifted with the echo can perceive them.
Yeah, they're just balls of gases otherwise.
Indeed, when Elidibus intruded upon the waking sands, his presence did go unmarked by all save Minfilia and the Warrior of Light.
Like a wayward fart.
On that occasion, I myself remained ignorant of his coming until after his departure. It was only at a later juncture, when he deigned to appear before me in borrowed flesh, that I was finally able to take the measure of him. In such puppetry do the Ascians engage when they seek to influence the course of history.
And they have gained much by it. Emet-Selk single-handedly built the Garlean Empire in this manner, while La Hebrea came close to conquering Eorzea, having taken possession of Thancred's living body.
Yet it must needs be noted that the Ascians cannot avail themselves of all mortal vessels. For were they able to do so, none would serve as a better pawn than our own redoubtable champion.
I mean, Thancred did get better.
Mayhap the blessing of light shieldeth Hydaelyn's chosen from Ascian influence. Or mayhap other forces are at work.
Whatever the reason, I hope it holds true. I dare not contemplate what might come to pass otherwise.
Is it not peculiar, then, that Ardbert's mortal remains should be susceptible, given that he was once a warrior of light? Or did the final departure of his soul make it possible, perhaps? Regardless, to hear an Ascian use him to call forth new warriors of light boggles the mind.
Elidibus hath ever been an enigma, his ostensible purpose being to preserve the balance between light and dark. When he made overtures towards me, however, I was afforded a glimpse behind the mask of the self-appointed emissary.
Ooh, what his face look like?
I shall not defend mine actions, undertaken in pursuit of a better understanding of our foe as either wise or prudent. Nevertheless, what little I did glean may now prove useful. Elidibus possesseth a subtle mind, practiced in the art of manipulation. That he coaxed this star's most valiant heroes as far as the source with naught save half-truths is no trifling feat. And now I believe he doth employ his skills once more to some as yet unknown end. Though naught is certain, should my suspicions prove true, we shall have need of all our wits if we are to uncover and thereafter thwart his plot.
Agreed. 'Tis plain that simply speaking out against him will not avail us. At best, it would only serve to confuse the people. And I would hesitate to do anything which might tarnish Ardbert's reputation once more, nor yours by association.
So sadly, we've got to keep him... We've got to let him do his
That
thing
being the case,
right now.
it may be wise to keep a covert eye on this Ardbert's movements, as we attempt to discern his purpose and how best to mitigate his influence.
His performance appears to have concluded. What now? Go back out and follow him?
'Twould appear Master Alphino already hath pursuit in mind, and I suspect one pair of eyes shall better serve our cause than half a dozen. Let the rest of us maintain an inconspicuous distance, for the present at least.
And pray that Alphino did not leave his link pearl at home. He's defiling my friend's body, but we can't do anything about it. Makes me a sad Lalafell. Sad, I say.
You did well to dispel the falsehood surrounding the Warriors of Light and their actions prior to the Flood. Though I must say the reappearance of Ardbert, or rather the one who appropriated his identity, was a rather curious development. He is an impostor, of that there is no doubt, but to the masses he will appear as a hero returned from the grave. After the Warriors of Light were laid to rest in Yulmore, the people prayed fervently for the gods to deliver them from their plight, prayed that these fallen heroes be born again for their sacrifices. What bitter irony. I, for one, would like to know why Ardbert urged the people to become Warriors of Light themselves. Ere we take action, we must needs ascertain his intent. Let us pray that Master Alphino returneth soon with the most essential knowledge. For now, I think it best to apprise Thancred and Reen of our efforts. When we do confront Ardbert, we shall no doubt have need of their strength. Agreed. I think it prudent we all take measures to prepare for what's to come. Beg Luck and I will continue our research into how we might improve the spirit vessel that it might one day carry you home.
What are you thinking?
And I think it's time I return to the Greatwood. Until now, everything we've learned of the Ascians has been handed to us at their leisure. But that was one of Edmund Selk's unique failings. I have no reason to think Elizabeth will be as forthcoming. Fortunately, I already received word from Fenao that heretofore unexplored chambers have been discovered deep within the Kitana Ravel. Ahmed believes the relics within the tell a great calamity that befell an ancient civilization, that of the Ascians perhaps. They may lead us to the truths we seek.
Be sure to let me know how that works out. I think I'll just be here for a little while. I fail to see why that would be necessary, given that you'll be accompanying me. Don't be coy, it doesn't suit you. Yes, Mom!
When you're ready, make for Fenao. Ahmed and her sisters will be expecting us. Then let us be about our tasks. Pray, give my guards to the V's.
V's or V's. Sevens! Alright, let's go. Time to lahi our way over to the Great Wood. Whoop. Whoop. Ah. Hi. So which of you is it gonna be tonight? I mean, what?
Welcome, allies of Ronka. We have accomplished much since you last came.
Anyway.
With the Light Warden dead and its minions dispersed, we have at last reclaimed our hunting grounds up near Ratika Falls. It was there that we discovered more ruins. Although we ran afoul of no traps while exploring in its halls, we determined that the innermost chambers were warded by magic. We all were in agreement. Before any investigation could proceed, you should be summoned. We are grateful that you did. From what you have told me, I strongly suspect that the wisdom my comrades and I seek can be found within. This wisdom could prove invaluable, for we may soon face a foe whose greatest asset is our ignorance. I see. Then it is good that you have come. For Ronka was once home to the greatest of weapons, knowledge and understanding. And it is our duty to ensure that you and yours do not want for either. That said, we must proceed with caution. To have reached the inner chambers unmolested suggests a more formidable deterrent yet lies within. Come now, surely any threat sleeping within the ruins pale in comparison to those we have faced thus far. This is not a game, sister. You should not be so eager to run headlong into danger. You'd run headlong into me. Oh, and who was it pining for the return of our allies that we might venture into the ruins, clutching her staff at night, wishing it were...
Aww, they're already fantasizing about me. How cute. They don't need to compete. I mean sex. Pray forget their overzealous nature. None save we three have been privileged to escort you and yours into the ruins to bear witness to its secrets. Their hearts now burn with a curiosity that is not easily satiated. Please, you needn't apologize. As a seeker of knowledge myself, I understand full well their enthusiasm. If not for your sedulous efforts to protect the ruins, we would not be afforded this opportunity. Speaking of which, I believe I have kept you away from the ruins long enough. Come, let us make for the Kitana Ravel. Unfortunately, it is nighttime, so I don't get the good music. I don't get to hear the lahi. Oh, cool, it's one of these. Alright, I should be okay with just this. It is most strange for these halls to be left unguarded. Have care when breaking the seal on the chamber door. Danger surely awaits us on the other side. It is recommended that these set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Yep, I know. Let's go. I got nothing but time! I'm going for at least another hour and a half. Oh, I've got a Windows update waiting. Damn it. I'll deal with that after the stream.
Come. Our new discoveries are to be found this way.
Ah, so there's more dungeon after the boss arena. Cool.
The people of Ronka are known to have venerated animals, but these features do not match those of any indigenous species. This is no common beast. Though that much is plain from its proportions.
Lifelike, is it not? One could almost imagine it breathed.
I think it might be breathing. Oh.
Why you... Ugh.
This owl, by contrast, seems no different from the others we've seen.
The sealed door lies ahead.
That's ominous music. Why did that start playing?
As you see, one statue is missing. I expect we are meant to replace it as before.
Well, I mean, if I had crafting jobs on this character, I'd be making a new one to put on there. But I guess we're gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way.
Too simple. There will be some additional defense mechanism. Just a moment. There are words carved into the stone. He who would disturb a hero's deserved slumber shall instead waken the beast and know his folly.
You want me to go stop him?
Wait! Don't!
Ah, crap.
What? But I only... What is happening?
You might want to put that thing back. Too late.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, it lives!
Why am I not surprised? Prepare yourselves.
Ah! Why did you... Oh. Never mind. You got me too. Oh, I'm by myself. Oh, hi. You're right there now. Oh, there are my friends. Aw, why'd you turn them into cards? I'm gonna put them in my binder for my collection. Or I could save them. You trespass mortal upon sacred ground. In retribution for souls I have bound. Yet to heroes proven, learned, and wise, a comrade's soul shall be their prize. I'm not changing this voice. If you would see they're set free, answer me these riddles 3. Doth Paul with kin do I vie? Those sought apart, betterment of the whole do our efforts to cry. What am I? Alright, so I actually have to read this real quick. Deaf to Paul with kin do I vie? Those sought apart, betterment of the whole do our efforts decry. Oh, okay, you're just gonna keep on saying them. Deft of Paul with kin do I vie. Oh, shoot. Do I actually have to pay attention? I guess I could just pick one. Is the colibri? God, this is gonna suck if I'm wrong. I'm probably gonna get zapped. Oh no! Ah, crap. A single talisman I shall take. I was thinking it was the Opo, but I didn't go with that. My first guess. With fearsome Fang I travel with pack. Together we find harmony, and thus for peace our land does not lack. What am I? Well, you're a wolf. Indeed, 'twas the spirit of the wolf their doctrines praised, that they would know peace and harmony to the end of the days. The riddle's answer you did discern, and thus to you a soul returns. Sorry I didn't save your sister. On my belly do I crawl, by my strength does prosperity reign within our hall. What am I? Why, you're a serpent. Oops. There we go. Indeed, the dread serpent turned protector, lured to slumber, ere it tear the world asunder. The riddle's answer you did discern, then thus to you a soul returns. Oh, why'd you have to be last? Desire you that which I yet claim? Shall we play another game? A test of mind and memory. Choose wisely, and you all may yet go free. Oh, okay.
Twixt these talismans hide friend or foe. Choose your companions well, or sorrow no. Ah, okay. Wait, is this a matching game? Hold on a second. Okay. Failed to summon anything. Okay. Aha. Yep, thought so. There we go. All right. Oh, don't want to do that. Okay, good. Okay, don't want that one. All right, so I'm gonna go on ahead and do that, so I don't have to face another enemy. There we go. Yeah, got your Stola back. Aha! All right, I win. Yay! I got all my... Your comrades are assembled, together at last. Yet there still remains one trial you must pass. If you would go glean the knowledge enshrined in this earth, I would first take the measure of your worth. Ow. One worthy of she who the wrong is extolled must be strong of mind, body, and soul. Oh, okay. Did I completely block that? I guess I did.
Here I come.
Oh, God. No. Ow. Thank you. Oh, that also hit her. Okay, well, I know how this works then. Oh, no.
Almost got him. Oh, good. The way is open. Thus, I concede defeat. Ah. Alright. I did it.
Twould seem the magics have returned us. How polite. Now, what have we learned?
Ah, we were bound to run into a living statue eventually. And now we can open the door.
Ah, so you've learned nothing. All's well that ends well.
He who would disturb a hero's deserved slumber.
Ooh, a new mural.
A tomb, just as I thought. Befitting a hero.
She is Vis. Could it be the Archmage Tiuna? A legendary hero of Ronka, as you surmised. The tales tell of how she smote entire armies with a single incantation. So potent was her spellcraft, though she ever fought in the name of peace.
I thought them no more than tales. To think she really existed.
Well, I, for one, always believed.
I wonder. By the light of fallen stars, great power awakens.
Tiuna was not only a master of spellcraft. It is said she could see truths long lost and hear the voices of men's hearts.
A lot of those voices were creepy, apparently.
Naught less than the echo. In which case, none of this is mere coincidence. A shower of stars setting the sky aflame. And in both this world and the Source, we find individuals within whom a mysterious power awakened at the sight. We can never unpick the why of it. Now, however, I believe we might. Does the scene depicted here not resemble the one we saw when we first ventured into the Katana Ravel? Moreover, does it not recall that which Emmett Selk invited us to witness in Amarot? The final days. If, as the Exarch's research suggests, soul and mind share a fragile yet profound bond, might it not be possible for an event to leave such a deep imprint upon the soul that it could be perceived eons later, given a suitable trigger? The echo defies explanation by conventional etherological theory, or shall we say modern etherological theory. But if it is a power that once belonged to the ancients, to souls yet undivided, it would seem I have entered the realm of pure speculation, and I call myself a scholar. I shall refrain from making any further wild claims until such time as I have evidence. Still, I cannot choose but be reminded of our experience in Amarot.
I will not soon forget it. Damn it, Silk.
Remember us.
History is learned, not lived. We have always protected the tales of Ronka, just as we have protected this place. But we are mindful of what our mothers taught us. We see the past through our own eyes, and speak of it with our own words. Thus do we come to understand it in our own way. But this is not the same as remembering.
Your mothers were wise. Though we witnessed the final days, our impressions could not fail to be colored by our own experiences and expectations. Those who lived through it would have perceived the event quite differently. We must bear in mind that it is no simple matter to keep the truth alive, or it will die with Emmett Selk and his kin. But we have disturbed you not long enough. Fanau will serve similarly well as a venue for our contemplations.
Oh, cool, it's daytime. Before I turn that in, I will hear the song. Come on, play it. There we go. Okay. I feel better.
By your pensive expression, I take it the tomb has given you much to think about. That is well. In time, the knowledge you have gleaned will lead to understanding, and thus arm you for what is to come. Before you leave, however, I would speak again of the teachings of our forebears, of histories learned, not lived. The legend Tiuna and her exploits have been told countless times over the centuries, yet it is, yes, as it is handed from one generation to the next, the story changes. With each telling of the tale, there are new flourishes, details changed or lost. We can never truly know how she lived, for we were not there to see it. But we are here now to bear witness to your life. We have seen the change, and we have seen the change you have wrought, the echoes that will endure long after you are gone. And though it too will change in time, I swear to you, we shall do our best to preserve your story. I hope you'll forgive me if I don't make an oath of my own, but I think it goes without saying we could never misspeak of your heroism. Perish the thought, so long as we are here, there are none among the V's who will not know of all you have done for Norvrent. We are not deserving of such reverence, but we are grateful all the same. You can be certain that we will have our own tales to tell of the great guardians of Arctica and the ruins of Ronka. I pray you safe travels then. As ever, we shall await your return with open arms.
I will take that invitation sometime later. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Although we have learned naught from the Ascians, the insight we gained into the Echo made our trip worthwhile. Before we return to the Crystarium, however, there is a small matter I would attend to in Slitherbow. Might I trouble you to come with me?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I'm here after all. Away I go! There we go. All's right in the world. Could go for a cherry cola. Well, don't let me interrupt what you two were gonna do. Oh wait, you got okay, never mind. Throat, it is good to see you. You've arrived at a most opportune time. I was preparing a pot of my famous stew. Come, I will ready a place for you. I'm sorry, Runar, but we haven't the... Please, I insist. It will only take a minute. My apologies, Throat. Seems our return to the Crystarium will be delayed, but perhaps only for a bit, if you assist me with my work. I say work, but it is rather more chore. I must clean my chambers here in Slitherbow from top to bottom. If you would be so kind as to go fetch a broom from Miss Aesgear, we might finish before Runar's done cooking. Aww. That guy is trying to get through your heart with cooking. And you would spurn him like that? A broom for Master Matoya. I cannot imagine why she would have needs such a thing, but here you are. It is old but sturdy and sure to suffice. Is she gonna do what I think she's gonna do? I trust Aesgear was able to find a broom for us. Please tell me you're gonna do what I think you're gonna do. Well worn, good. This would prove difficult otherwise, though I must say I think I did rather well for not having broom thus far. Yes, well, you weren't buried beneath a veritable avalanche of books when you entered, were you? Right, anyway, it's time I finished cleaning with the help of that broom. You didn't honestly think I'd do it the old-fashioned way. That broom is more capable of sweeping by itself, or rather, it will be. Ahem. I think I'll just keep it like this. Time to rise, swish and sweep, a tidy chamber you must keep. To this task you shall be bound, until no dust is to be found. Stola, you are turning into Master Matoya. In this one particular respect, I've no objections to following in Master Matoya's footsteps. In future, I may need you to remind me the pursuit of knowledge does not preclude other equally important duties, such as maintaining clean quarters for said pursuit. I would dearly miss this place, these people. Oh no, Runar! Master Matoya, pardon the interruption, but the stew is ready. Eat some of his stew, it's delicious.
Is something troubling you? You've been rather quiet.
No, everything is fine, I assure you. It has been a long day, is all.
I see.
Thank goodness you're still here. Oh, it's Alphino. Okay.
Alphino, I thought you were following Ardbert.
Unless...
I was, though I'm sad to say I lost track of him shortly after entering these woods. He seems determined to traverse on every element Northrend in his quest to spread the truth of the Warriors of Light and the Flood. And it seems news of your address at the Crystarium precedes him at every destination, making his task all the more simple. It remains to be seen to what end he encourages the people to become Warriors of Light themselves. But there's no denying that his words have struck a chord with many. Well, we're all agreed that this is just another Ascian ploy, yes? They've commandeered corpses before and to no good end. I see no reason to think this time it's any different, especially when it's that of a fallen warrior of light. I doubt we'll learn more if we remain a step behind. Until his next destination is, in all likelihood, Slithervow. Alice, are you certain you should be here? If you're concerned about Holrick and the others, you need to be. The treatment is going well, but progress is slow and exhausting for all of us. The best thing I can do now is let them rest. So, I believe we're about to discuss how to arrange a meeting with our would-be Warrior of Light. Before visiting any towns or villages, Ardbert would hunt down and slay nearby Sin Eaters to earn the locals' trust. Our best chance of getting ahead of him is to find one before he does. Thankfully, Thancred and Reen are returned from the empty and have taken up the search. Reen believeth one may lurk beneath the boughs of woven oath. Then that is where we will start our search. Master Matoya! A warm bowl of stew will be awaiting your return. I look forward to it.
I know the meaning you had behind that Runar. He just wants you to be happy. Anyway. Oh, good. Haven't seen you two in a while. I'll be resuming our work in the empty after all of this is over.
If you were hoping to vent your frustrations on our Issa friend here, I can only apologize.
Few as they are now, it took us no time at all to track it down.
That suits our purpose perfectly. Now we need to only wait for Ardbert to arrive.
Weren't you two meant to be attending to the empty?
We were, and are, but we can hardly ignore the rest of the world. So we thought we might see how things were coming along. From what we can gather, the answer is strangely.
Right now, we think we can do more good here.
It is heartening to have all present.
Indeed. We will be glad of the additional hands should matters escalate.
Our quarry has come.
It seems I've lost this particular race. Although I suppose it's only fair. When we first met, it was I who outpaced you. Ravana, was it? But where are my manners? I wouldn't be here were it not for you, and I have yet to say a word of thanks.
Extend a friendly fist. Alright then. What would the real Ardbert do if I do this?
Arm giving you trouble? You should have it examined.
I thought you were supposed to be good at this. Elidibus.
Very well. Let us forego this pretense. After all, it was never you that I needed to deceive. Yes, it is I, Elidibus. Through your time in Emet-Selk's imitation of our home, I dare say you have gained a better understanding of my role since last we met. Not that it matters.
We understand your role, emissary, but not your goal. What is it that you seek to achieve?
I seek to enact the will of the Convocation, of course. If it helps you to think of me as but another Ascian, no different in nature or purpose from the rest, you are welcome to do so.
Once, I would have said your goal was destruction alone. Now I understand that you fight for something you love, just as we do. Yet though we seem doomed to clash, I bid you consider Emet-Selk's final words. Remember that we once lived, he said. Had he not seen some glimmer of hope in our kind, I do not believe he would have spoken thus.
None better understood your plight than he. His words must surely be worthy of your consideration.
Emet-Selk. How very unlike you to err so gravely. That one should stray at the end of so onerous a path is understandable, but I had thought you above such weakness. Mayhap you thought the same. Would that I had been present to offer correction. But I shall do so now, as is my duty, and return all to its proper course. As for you, look at yourselves. Look at your history. Look back 100 short years to how your greatest warriors were undone. And now, at but a word from me, you raise your hands in answer like the puppets you are. Naught has changed. You fail, and you fail, and you learn nothing. Allowed that which is most important to slip through your fumbling fingers like so many grains of sand, again and again and again, and you would remember us. You do forget yourselves. There is no common ground to be found between you and I, nor do I require any. I have my duty.
Wait!
Well, we have confirmed the identity of our foe at least. And 'tis safe to say his objective is the rejoining.
But we still have no idea how playing the part of a warrior of light will further his cause, nor why he would spur others to do the same.
Another visit to the Tempest may shed some light upon these mysteries. Whether we are to exchange words or blows with Elidibus at our next meeting, the fact remains, we know too little. Ere our paths cross again, I would learn more of the world that once was, and of Elidibus himself. In this, we would be best served going directly to his home, much as Emmett Selk came to ours.
Though I see the wisdom in thy suggestion, the Amarot we visited is but a phantom born of Emmett Selk's memory. I fear it will teach us little that we do not already know.
I quite agree. Yet the ruins of the actual city remain unexplored. Given the vastness of the Tempest, I should not be surprised were there more such structures like to those in which the Ondo reside.
Well, as long as you don't make me do any more chores. Wow, the music just stopped.
Keep that up and I'll send you to bed without supper.
Yes, Mom.
Assuming we are all in agreement, then I suggest we first pay a visit to the Ondo. If anyone can tell us where more ruins are to be found, it is them.
I like that the music just started up again. And more syllables. Alright, well. Ooh. Accessories of casting, healing, aiming, slaying, and fending. Well, I don't need that, but I'll probably need one of these. Alphino has the right of it. Let us pay visit to the Ondo. We should speak with Tol Shet first. As chieftain, he's doubtless privy to a great many secrets. Alright. Onward we go. To the Ondo Cups. I am actually going to be right back after I'm done teleporting, so I can get a refill on my drink. I'm just about out. So yeah, I will be right back. Enjoy the music. I have returned. Okay. I have a refill on my drink. And I went to use the restroom, so I am set. Let's continue. Oh, and let me do this real quick. Just so I can get those numbers up. I hit the wrong thing. There we go. I have sent for no finless ones. Perhaps you instead come seeking something of us. Yes, we come seeking knowledge. More specifically, knowledge of, more homes like this, I guess. Ruins which your kind have yet to explore, I see. I know of one such place. Alas, under these circumstances, I'm afraid we can spare none to guide you there. And what circumstances are these? Rather than hunt for their own meals, the Benthos have pillaged our stores of Minieri liver. They must be replenished with haste. The Benethos, a particularly violent tribe of Ondo, if I recall. A band of bottom feeders. We all lost much in the flood, but while others work to rebuild, they resort to thievery and murder. Murder? Revenge, they call it, when they prey upon your kind, but do not be fooled. They care not who they harm. Would that we had the warriors to challenge them. This is not the first time they have stolen from us, but there is no resource more precious than liver. All must dedicate themselves to the hunt. Unless, of course, we were to reclaim the livers for you. It seems a fitting payment for vital information, does it not? Moreover, one could argue that by employing Bismarck to reach these depths, thereby driving back the waters, we are in part responsible for the deeds of those driven to desperate ends by the changing climes. We not simply hunt the Minieri ourselves? Well, we certainly can't. Well, we certainly can't leave them like this. Thought you might say that. You've never been one to miss an opportunity to help. Reclaiming the stores it is, then. We would be grateful beyond words if you did. The Benthos have surely taken the livers back to Flounder's floor. But be warned, there will be no shortage of guards waiting to spear intruders. Then we will have care not to draw their attention, shall we? Yes, we shall. I get to do some more slashy. And more ninjutsu fire. Because I like to see things burn. A 2 and a 1 means fire. Unless I'm using Kasatsu, and then it's a 2 and a 3. Then it's a 2 and a 1 that get... No, it's a 2 and a 3 that gets to burn. God, I love this. Oh yeah, since I am in the area, or close to the area, I may go on ahead and, I think I'll take care of the, weekly, near raid quest before I end things off tonight. Since I want to try to do that at least once a week until that's over. Hi, Reen. I haven't forgotten why we're here, I swear. Only this bird hasn't taken its eyes off me since I found it. I think it might be lonely. Shubel's just staring at Reen. Just staring. just staring. Okay. I'm done. Green scaled the wall with remarkable swiftness. Thancred taught her well. Nice. Ah, I see a sparkly thing on the floor. Clammy cask. On cursory sniff, you detect the faint aroma of fresh oranges, a far cry from the rather memorable scent of mealy liver. I'll take an orange, though. It's not the livers, but they're certainly stolen from somewhere. Unless what was... Oh, God. I'm being attacked! Ah! Thancred, help! Fine, I'll do it myself. Oh! There's a thing in here. From the squelching noise they make when prodded with vile stench, you conclude that these bags are bursting with livers. Brilliant. Ew. Guys, I found the livers. Are those them? Yeah. Perhaps you've deduced this already, but it seems the Benthos have been raiding Collusion storehouses as well as those of the Ondo. Oranges, pumpkins, wheat. But we can discuss this after we see the liver safely back to Tol Sath. Wouldn't do to keep him in suspense. Yeah. Remind me why I have to be the one to carry these. Oh, if you never got flying here, then you would have to go all the way around. Okay. Oh man, look at that. What a view. I'm relieved to see you unspared. I'm relieved to no longer have to sniff these. Please, get these away from me. Our precious livers, I knew you would not fail. We also found all manner of foodstuffs from Collusion in the Flounder's floor. Tell me, Tolsoth, does that seem odd to you? It is brazen, to be sure. I'm reminded of rumors I've heard recently concerning a rash of thefts from Collusion warehouses. The perpetrators enter in the dead of night and are gone before anyone has realized what has happened. The Ilmorn army has been investigating, but thus far to no avail. Perhaps the reason they have struggled so is that their quarry is of the sea. The true question in it, then, is what we mean to do about it. Much as I would like to proceed to the ruins without further delay, we cannot allow the Benthos to carry on as they are. If I may, I believe that the ruins are, in fact, the key to the Benthos' plans. Is that so?
These runes, which lie deep within the illuminated land, are a recent discovery. We have seen signs that the Benthos are preparing to claim them with all haste. We could not fathom why, but in light of the knowledge that they have been stockpiling resources.
They're beginning to... yeah.
It is clear that the queen will soon give birth. They require space to raise their young and food for both queen and hatchlings to thrive.
Well, we can hardly fault them for that.
Under normal circumstances, perhaps, but conditions in the Tempest are far from suitable for spawning, its resources barely able to sustain our current population. There is only one reason they would disregard this. They seek to build an army and with it take revenge upon the Finless. It is not a surprise they came to us not long ago seeking allies for the cause. We rebuffed them, of course. The suffering of others will not serve as balm to their own. Their queen, however, desires only bloodshed and will gladly send her children to die in our stead.
If they are planning to wage war, that changes matters considerably. Indeed. I doubt that this can be resolved without violence, but perhaps with a show of force we can convince them to see reason before the die is cast. I would rather not risk your people in the attempt if we travel to the Illuminated Land. Is there a way we might identify the ruins ourselves?
Yes, once you reach its depths, go deeper still. You will see a monstrous structure there upon the seafloor. That you have come to us now is the will of the Ancient Ones. They have guided you here that you may drive out the usurpers, those who seek to use their magnificent creations with vile purpose. I have no doubt that they will show you the way forward.
I'm afraid that the dead do not speak quite so clearly. Nevertheless, we shall try not to disappoint.
If what we seek lieth deeper still beyond Amaurot, I would call upon the assistance of another.
Let me guess, you want to call Bismarck. Alright, so, well, this would make it easier for me to get gear for my other jobs for when I'm doing the rest of the Eden raids. Definitely not slaying. Definitely not fending. I've already got 530 for all of that. Aiming would be twofold. So I'm thinking aiming. It would help my range DPS and my physical DPS, since I think both of them are going to use it. Alright, well, let's see what we get. Yep, that's what I thought. Yeah, I'm upgrading 4 things with this. Wristband, 3 things, actually. Yeah, oh, getting rid of, this ring. Bracelet. Choker. Boop. And, let me swap over to my dancer. Hit the recommended gear. And go back to that. There we go. This one's now at 477, and I've still got this gear to replace. Okay. Well, I'm actually going to be looking out for some aiming gear when I'm in the next dungeon, so that I can try to get these 2 things replaced. Wow, that put Ninja at 504. The only one that's behind now is, you. Okay, well, back to Ninja. Okay.
Though our course hath been decided, to pursue it we must needs beseech the aid of a friend. I speak of Bismarck. Pray follow me to the Sullen, that we might seek an audience with him once more.
Okay. Well, in the meantime, Before I head back there, might as well take care of this now. Back to Kalusia. I'm gonna knock out the weekly near quest. I am. This is not my first time going through the MSQ. This is just a character I'm using for streams and videos. On my main, I'm already caught up with the current MSQ. But my main is not a Lalafell, so I have a Lalafell. It also means I can go into the special dwarf huts. So yeah, knock this out real quick and then I'll get back to the MSQ. Oh yeah, makes everything better. And in fact, I might as well take this little detour, but I'm gonna hide my camera so that we can see it in all of its glory. Okay, let's go. Oh man, all this stuff looks really neat, doesn't it? Who'd have thunk that a Lalafell can just come in here and see all this and just take all the G poses that they want? There's the exit. Alright. Wasn't that great? And that's the end of that bit. Alright. Ready for another foray, are you? That does not sound like the accent. Well, whatever. Alright, let's just head back in. Consider it done. Yep, I totally hid my webcam when I was in that Lalafell exclusive area. And you know, I totally didn't mean to misclick the hide game feed button on OBS. Ooh, 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 ooh. I get to do this. Weep! I like that you can just zip like that when you're dashing forward. There's no limit to the distance either, and you don't take fall damage, I don't think. Weep! You could instantly get to the end of the bottom of a bottomless pit, but I think if you travel that far, thanks to that little exploit, you will disconnect. Alright, well, yeah, let me get this over with. Another foray to find salvage. On my main, my primary job is a machinist, so I have Peloton mapped to the same key that I use Peloton on my main with. Because killing enemies with buzzsaws is so much fun. Alright, so is the other one in here? It is not. Okay. Ah, it's further down. Okay. Alright. Let's take the quick exit. Back to zone 1. There we go. Alright. Out of the copy factory. Alright. Let me go on ahead and try to set my voice again. Lally, hold on to the hope, ho! The hope that if we can return to our village the way it was, then Konok will return too. Ah, yes, precisely the same as last time. This ought to suffice for our purposes, thank ye. You know, I've been feeling a bit more optimistic in spite of myself. By keeping occupied with our work, I find my mind doesn't stray towards the doom and gloom as often as it used to. Seems it's better to take action than being idle with negative thoughts. Oh, don't I know it. If only it weren't so hard to take action in the first place. I feel attacked. Lally, just the sinner I've been looking for, ho. Another one of those recording devices has arrived from Konog. Seems the lad has more he wants to say to you. Here. Thank you. I'll take a look at it later. When you have a moment, be sure to see what's on it. You there! Yes, the two of you. What are you doing talking and nodding suspiciously? What are you up to? You're conspiring to take over the village, aren't you? Just like those murderous machines. What? Huh? What did I just... Oh, my head. Did you hit the ale a little too hard? Something's not right with Glag. And it's not quite the same sort of not right what follows a few too many casks of ale. Well, whatever it is, it's nothing you need to worry about. I'll take care of it. Now then, was there something else you need?
How's the rebuilding coming along?
Well... Excuse me? You, what do you want? If you're here to mock us, have done with it and leave us be. No, not here to mock you. On the contrary, I want to join you. I'm usually not one to get involved, preferring to observe from a safe distance while making the occasional comment to remind people of my presence. But seeing how hard you've been working for the village, I couldn't help but want to make myself useful for a change. Well, we could certainly use all the help we can get. What say you, Throat? Shall we welcome into our crew? Well, that's a lolly-ho if I've ever seen one. Thank you. I'm certain you won't regret it. After estrangements with Glag, I wasn't sure what to expect from our Dara friend, but it sure wasn't an offer for help. Anyway, I'll find a moment to talk with the fellow about our plans, and when he's managed to settle in, you ought to have a good word with him too. But to answer your earlier question, there's nothing we need for you right now. Only a matter of time before we call on you again, though, so kick your feet up while you can. Okay.
Alright, yep, another weekly quest done.
Alright, now let's get back to the MSQ. Oriange, let's go. Yeah. Fourth job. It's almost time for Bismarck. Again. The, good Bismarck, not the one that wants to, be considered one of the worst trials in the game. Sorry it took so long. I had a bit of a thing I needed to take care of. From here, we press onward to the Isle of Ken. I myself shall proceed on foot. You perfected your technique, then? Just so, the water will be as glass beneath my feet and provideth purchase fragile yet true. Watch closely. Oh, I certainly shall. Forgive me, but would it not be easier to perfect your swimming technique? It would be a pity if you drowned, truly. I bet you would be distraught. Oh, hush, I'm sure it'll be brilliant. You don't need to do water walking to impress your adoptive daughter. Okay, that's kind of impressive. He's done it! Incredible! Oh. Saw that coming. Oh, for the love of... Go on and save your husband. Mine apologies. The technique requires the purest focus, and mine was lacking. To perfect this magic, I went so far as to deal with the Falth, and with their aid, mine efforts finally met with success, albeit on a single occasion. I know not why I cannot repeat it. I thought I saw you waver a bit toward the end there. Perhaps you're simply tired? Tancred? It's nothing to worry about, only a dizzy spell, though it may not be wise to go for another swim just now. Thankfully, we have an alternative. A wonderful little invention, I'm certain you'll agree. It's called a boat. I will petition Bismarck's aid on our behalf. Let us pray my diplomacy proveth more effective than mine experimental magics.
You speak with the voice of the king, little neighbors. I will not deny you. As before, if you seek what seems beneath the sea, I will be your guide. Thy kindness is as boundless as the depths, serene one. Before we depart, however, I would ask you a favor. After our last flight, I found many creatures clinging to me. I am itchy. Remove them, and I will take you below. With all haste it shall be done. So, did he agree? I agreed to do a favor in kind. Regrettably, 'tis not one I possess the power to grant. Bismarck hath asked us to cleanse his underbelly of barnacles. Alas, one must needs dive beneath the surface to do so. Even if I could master the power to walk upon it, it would avail me not. Oh, for heaven's sake, is that all? Throat and I are more than capable of that. But why are you... With the Kojin's blessing, we have done it we'll have it done in mere moments. And better that than standing here and listening to this nonsense. I'll take the right, you take the left. Now go. Yes. I am in your debt. Yes. Alright, well. Let's not be outdone by Alice. Let's go. One has been removed. And there's a 2. And there's a 3. Alright. That's all done. Back up we go. Oops. Didn't need that. Thine efforts are most sincerely appreciated. I will inform Bismarck that we may depart without further delay. Alright, Bismarck, they're removed. Can we proceed now? Yes! Much, much better. Thank you, little neighbors. I remember a long time ago another did this favor for me. After the flood, when I chose this spot for my slumber, he came and made a home on my back. Ken, what's his name? When I grew itchy, I stirred, but he was not afraid. No, he asked me what was wrong. I told him of the creatures clinging to my belly, and he dove into the water. He helped me. He was my friend. He told me he wished to live in peace away from his people and their wars. This I understood. I treasured our time together, brief though it was. Brief though it always is, but I remember him, and how he laughed when we flew. I remember when he slept, I too slept that day, and many days since. But the light fades and the darkness returns. Ken sleeps, but in the memory he laughs, and together we fly. And I am here, I am awake. It feels good to speak and to be heard again. A shame others cannot understand me. If thou art willing to learn, I would gladly teach thee the language of man. Thank you, little friend, but it is time I grant you your request. But first I will take flight to cleanse my body and prepare. The dive will be swift, and I would not have you struck by errant debris. So this island was named for a man. How easily the past is forgotten. He passed not even 100 years ago, yet the truth has slipped from history like so many grains of sand. Want to have some explanation of what he just said, or shall we stand about making vague and mysterious allusions? While he maketh ready to deliver us unto our destination, Bismarck bade us wait for him on the shore of Kalusia. That's all. I feel as though there was more to it. Indeed there was, but it hath no bearing on the task at hand. I should be glad to share the risk with you anon. Fine, later then. If Bismarck requires time to prepare, might I suggest for a short respite, for Urianger and Thancred in particular? I require no such thing. I am the picture of perfect health. Mine was but a momentary lapse in concentration. Worry not on my account. You mustn't push yourself so. Please rest. For me? Oh, all right, if you insist. You too, Throat. You've been running yourself ragged. I feel fine. Yes, ma'am. In that case, I leave the old men in your care. The rest of us will meet. Wow! Wow, you Stola! Word of advice, never let it show. When she realizes she struck a nerve, she remembers. By the god, she remembers. In any case, we must be made to rest. I know a place in Sullen that's better for it than most. Come with me. Alright, well. Oh, you're just here. May as well have a seat. We won't want our elderly knees to give out. I'm younger than you guys. Although my IRL age is actually older than them, I think. To hear you speak, you'd think I'm on my deathbed. By the 12, I wish that girl wouldn't worry so much. Thy countenance belies thy words, Master Thancred. I'm sure I don't know what you mean. Let the record show that I am here under protest. Though I can't say I mind the view. And if the abundance of anglers is any indication, even an amateur might land an impressive catch. Shall we try our hands at it? Help someone! Quickly! What? It's Nightshade! We was attacked on the road from the Crystarium! Barely escaped with my life! I suppose we might have predicted this. Alright, well. You mean it'll help for free? Thank you! If I recall correctly, Nightshade is a local band of outlaws. I doubt they'll trouble us over much, no more than they already have by interrupting our relaxation at any rate. Oh, goody. Well, I better help them before they take all the sport. I still like that there's an area in this zone called Weed. Oh! Did they just... Okay, cool. These two have matters well in hand by the looks of it. Oh, it's these two. I'll not forget this kindness. May we meet again. Hello. Is that you, sir? Don't tell me we just deprived that poor fellow of the honor of being rescued by the Warrior of Darkness. We had no idea you were in the area. Fancy meeting us again so soon, eh? Well, I believe I ever recognized your companion. What? Ah, yes, from the infirmary. You had a message from for the Crystal Exarch, did you not? It's good to see you back on your feet, and on patrol no less. Oh, it's nothing as official as all that. Strictly speaking, we're off duty. But as we had a free moment, we thought we'd give a few of the less traveled roads a look. God doesn't have enough hands on to patrol them regularly, you see. That's admirable. There are so few devoted to their duty in Lakeland or beyond. Well, we've been talking about it for a while, and neither of us is satisfied with just seeing out our service. It feels like we could be doing more, like we should be doing more. It's all about having the will to help your fellow man and the resolve to see it through. I remember you're the excitable one. Sorry, sir. Got a bit overexcited about the delay. Couldn't get my words out. Name's Vonert, sir. I'm with the Guard, but I just don't want to protect Lakeland. I want to protect the lot, just like the Warriors of Light. Sadly, our duties prevent us from venturing too far out of our little corner of Norvrant. What we really like to do is travel, to better ourselves, and go where the need is greatest. But everyone has to start somewhere, don't they? For now, if we can stop Nightshade from robbing the odd fisherman, then that's what we'll do. Yep, time to go on ahead and bury the body. Well, future heroes of the first, do you think? They want not for spirit, 'tis but a pity they draw inspiration from so clouded a wellspring. Yet it availeth us not to fret in idleness. We must needs press on if we are to bring Elizabeth's schemes to light. Oh, I got all three of the... Oh, I don't... Okay. I'm gonna sell them anyway, so... You have it. There we go. There's the quest for the dungeon. Though our respite was cut short, I dare say we are all eager to avail ourselves of such knowledge as the runes may hold. I doubt further contemplation of Elizabeth's machinations will be conducive to relaxation. May as well make for the spirit hole now. The split hole now. Alright, well, I'll go there. Alright. Teleport to right. Fly to the dock. And we will take care of the next dungeon. Oh, wow. It is 9 o'clock. Oh, okay. It's 9 o'clock already. I could go for another half hour. Why not? That'll let us at least finish up the, Actually, I'll go until I'm done with this patch's worth of quests. Oh, want me to go up here. Okay. All are present. Now we need but await Bismarck's coming. Out there, in the fog, do you hear it? 'Tis time, pray make ready. Animanasis Aniter. Alright. Dungeon, let's go! Alright, so who am I taking with me? Well, technically, we've got a ninja on the team, so you're out of it, unfortunately.
Red Mage, Gunbreaker, Astrologian. Let's see. Well, you're a shoo-in because tank. I'll let the children take their time.
Not yet sealed.
Let's go. Let's go. All right. Let's go. To the dance. I put it a little too far over. Oops, wrong one. Oh, we got another one. Oh my god, it's a biggin. Go. There we are. That should be all of them until we get, Ooh. Alright. Mind the narrow gaps. Oh, God. Nope, just avoid this. Oh my god! It did a lot! Holy crap! Oh god. There we are. Any more want to fall? Oh, we got another thing. Yes, rock indeed hard. Zap. There we are. Hopefully that's the last of the trash. Oh good, there's a wall there. Whoa. Alright, off we go. Ooh, hello there.
Together we shall overcome it.
Oh god. Ah! Yeah, saw that coming. Maybe I should have just stood where they were. Oh well. Oh, we can try again.
Prepare yourself.
Alright, well, I'm gonna try this one then. That was close. Got a second one here. Ow! Go. You know what? Screw it.
I shall protect you.
Yay, it goes down, and on my first try. Oh, materia.
I will not hold back.
I want to try to get one more. Nope. Okay. Not on this mob, at least. Alright. You guys take on that. I'm gonna grab this real quick. Oh, ring is completely useless to me. And dead. Xenoglossy! That was powerful.
Are you alright?
Alright. Well, I'm gonna go on ahead and pull these guys. Hello! Get over here. There we are. Got them all. Oh yeah, Thinker can handle all this.
I will not hold back.
Oh wow, you were the one that was going to use that spell. I got lucky. Alright, I'm gonna save, I'm gonna save my Bunshin for the boss. Or the next mob, at least. Oops. Plenty of shame. But I love the Bunny of Shame, because it is adorable. There we go. Should be another treasure chest. What's that after? Oh, whatever. Alright, second boss fight. Let's go. Visions of Eld, attend to us now! Ooh, hello! Ow! There we are. Oh! Terrible hammer! And then swords! Ah, I see. That was close. Oh, don't show off your raging glower. No one wants to see that. I'll have to put an age restriction on this. I had the cyclone. Okay, good.
I will not hold back.
Oh, God! Alright, so if you get hit by one of those, that's an insta-kill. Tiny little ninja, let's go. Oh, God. Oh. used the wrong one, that's fine.
Keep your guard.
Thy time has not yet come.
I didn't do my finisher. Oh well. A hat of casting. Okay. Ooh, fancy. I think I'll just keep going then. Okay. Oh, we're getting a lot more, mobs. Can I stun you? No, of course not. That'd make it too easy. Oh no. Oh no. Hurry on, Shay! Great. Alright, well. Can we please get Thancred up? I'm dead. Yeah. Thought Ariange was right there. Guess not. Alright, well. Well, at least it saved the enemies. Oh god, it saved the enemies. Alright.
Keep your guard up.
Well, luckily we can handle this. Oh, I thought I fired that off. Okay. Alright, now we can keep going. Alright, fine. Oops.
yourself!
My time has not yet come.
Alright, at least we got one down. God, that does so much. Yay, we did it. No other chests. Okay, good. Alright. Boss time! Rakshasdim. All right, let's go.
Together we shall overcome this.
Haha. Alright, let's break out the big guns. Oh, God. Yeah, I did it. Whew. Didn't realize I had the marker on me. Yay! We've endangered an entire species. Woo! Oh, don't make that face. You know you enjoyed it. At least I didn't die to this boss. Hello? I got it. I got a scroll. Well, that's useless to me. Okay, well. All done here.
This structure must have served an important function. And here are yet more crystals.
I too noted the crystal repository on the way. The Benthos seem to employ them in their spellcasting.
In such vessels did the ancients preserve concepts, ideal forms to be drawn upon in the act of creation. That so great an abundance should reside here lendeth credence to Ishtola's conclusion. This facility held great significance.
What? Oh, God! Thank you all for joining us and Niter in the most perilous of times. By the summoning of Zodiac have we been granted a reprieve, yet immutable as the laws he has woven may seem, they will not serve to forestall our doom. Nay, should we continue down this path, our fate will be the same. I said as much to the convocation, of course, but the stubborn fools turned a deaf ear to my warnings. I had hoped that the defector at least, would side with us, but I regret to report our overtures have gone unanswered. Whither tend your thoughts, Vena? Where you lead, we will follow. I shall not speak ill of the convocation. They too seek only to secure the future of our star. Yet it is plain they will not countenance a permanent solution. That being the case, we must ask ourselves a simple question. Are we prepared to pursue our chosen course, should it mean suffering the eternal condemnation of our brethren?
If so, I see no further reason to demur. Let us bring forth the light that shall ever keep the darkness in check.
So, it was they who first summoned Hydaelyn.
Their discussion did seem to imply as much, yes. I cannot say I have ever heard of this Venar before.
For a certainty, Emmet Selk never uttered the name, speak though he did, of the schism which Zodiark's advent wrought upon mankind. Some were of the viewpoint that his power must needs be restrained. And to that end did they call forth she who would serve as his shackles. We now know that it was this Venar to whom they looked for leadership.
And that this place, in all likelihood, served as their headquarters. The presence of such intimate records attests to that. I would hear what else they have to tell us. All of it. Did anyone see the source of the image?
Yeah, there's a tablet over there.
The device there? Then let us see what other secrets it holds.
Venar, please, why must it be you? If I may speak plainly, I would sooner it were another, any other. You are our leader. None can take your place. You know as well as I that but few support our cause, far fewer than they who'd place their faith in Zodiark. If Hydaelyn is to stand a chance of opposing him, I am the only one who might suffice as her heart. Rest assured, however, I shall not vanish from this world. The form I take shall ever remain my choice. Then I will press you no more. No, only know this, you will be sorely missed. I wonder, is this how the Convocation felt about Elidibus? Well, we've certainly heard that name.
What? Forgive me, but did that not strongly imply that Elidibus sacrificed himself to become Zodiark's heart?
7 hells. Then who or what are we dealing with?
Ooh. The device appears to activate via a form of ethereal attunement, not unlike an aetherite. Beyond that, I can say little for certain, save that we should take this opportunity to see what other records it contains. No response. Confound it. If I may, milady, the panel did formerly admit its soft yet perceptible glow. That it doth so no longer may be token the depletion of some essential energy within. Given how long it's lain dormant, I think it fortunate it functioned at all. That may be, but if we can't get it to work again, we'll be leaving more questions than we've answered. white-robed emissary hath named himself Elidibus, yet if the shade spoke true, Elidibus ceased to be ere even the sundering came to pass. This calleth to mind a truth that Emmet Selk did once reveal in passing, that the names by which we know our foes are not those given to Ascians at birth. Rather, they are titles of office afforded to individuals of merit, and at such time as the role becometh vacant. Perchance the Elidibus at Zodiac's heart and the emissary with whom we are acquainted be not one and the same, but predecessor and successor. It's possible. If the previous Elidibus perished before the final days, the one we know could still be a survivor of the Sundering. And yet, something in that explanation rings false. I will remain for a time. I would not abandon my attempts to revive the device so soon. There is more to learn here. I can feel it. In matters of etherology, I know none as capable as thee. If there existeth the means to learn more, thou wilt surely find it. Whilst thou art thus engaged, we shall attend to matters on the surface. You want us to leave you a sleeping bag or a blankie or anything like that? Maybe a hot mug of tea or something? Gonna get awfully lonely down here. I think this is the last quest. Can we but uncover Elidibus's true origins, we may yet come to understand his designs. To that end, Y'shtola must needs be afforded as much time as she doth require to complete her investigation. To the extent that such things are within our control, yes. Speaking of which, perhaps we might trouble the Exarch for news of his progress with the spirit vessel. He will no doubt wish to hear of our own discoveries as well, such as they are. Yes! Ooh, are they taking us immediately there? Oop. Oh, okay, cutscene. Hey, they actually teleported us back. How kind of them.
Dare I ask what's going on?
Ah, excellent timing. For me, in any case. We have a problem.
Oh?
The vast majority of those gathered here are presently in the employ of the Guard or else one of the facets, and no longer wish to be so. In principle, all are free to change vocation at any time, but a city does require a certain number of people in these positions if it is to continue to function. For the moment, I have asked them to postpone their resignation until such time as replacements can be found. As you may have surmised, we have the Warrior of Light to thank for this.
I think I know a bit about their motive, then.
It's you! The Warrior of Darkness!
Oh, hi, Vonard.
You understand, don't you? Someone's going to have to look after this place once you're gone. We just want to be ready to do our bit when the time comes.
And not only here, but everywhere. Which is why we've got to get out there and lend a hand to those in need. That's what you did, isn't it? Even if it was just little things at the start. You helped people.
Yeah, and then people kept on asking for help, and now here I am. People, chocobos, you name it. What the bleeding hell is a chocobo?
And we're trying to do the same. We may have our sky back, but there's no shortage of people who still need help. If we follow in your footsteps, then I choose to believe we too can be heroes one day. Even warriors of light.
What are we to say to that? We can hardly tell them they are mistaken. They seek but to do good, as you have.
But no more can we stand idly by and suffer a paragon's scheme to proceed unchallenged.
Oh. Well, that's a storm. Did anybody bring an umbrella?
What's happening to the sky?
We might need a lot of umbrellas. Preferably fireproof ones.
Wicked White. Oh no.
By the 12.
A star shower.
I hear a voice.
You and all. And why does it feel like it's inside my head?
Hear, feel, think. I hear it.
Me too.
Did I not tell you, my friends? You are warriors of light!
You jackass.
You're back!
Oh, storm's fast. Alright, cancel the umbrellas.
What you hear is the voice of light itself, and it has blessed you with its power. Welcome to the fold!
I'm a warrior of light.
I've been chosen?
Can it be?
Me, a hero.
I know exactly what that was.
Wait! The falling stars, were they your doing? And why do you need warriors of light?
What, am I to reveal my plans simply because you asked? Nay, I think not. Though the stars, I acknowledge mine. A convenient illusion, apt to awaken what little is left of the power that once resided in your sundered souls. That which you and yours call the echo. And an echo it is, of a symphony, but a fraction of what men in their completeness once possessed. Even those among you who tower over others in the gift have only the faintest trace of it. But though sundered and forgotten through death and mocking rebirth, it has persisted. A whisper of our past, burned into your very ether. along with the sight of our end. Through the rekindling of memory, I have awoken the ability, just as Hydaelyn is wont to do when she has need of new minions.
The Echo hath ever been thought a gift from Hydaelyn, a boon granted solely to her chosen. Yet thou wouldst claim she merely awakeneth the power that men should hearken unto? Her voice. Given the perceived simultaneity of her call and the awakening of her chosen's capacity to hear it, it is only natural that we thus attributed the source of the gift. Yet if, in truth, the Echo is a prerequisite for hearing her voice, one might surmise that her call never ceaseth, such that all who awaken to their innate gift might receive of the blessing of light at the self-same instant. In sooth, we bore witness to this but moments ago. At the sight of the star shower, full many in the crowd did speak of hearing a voice in their minds, did they not?
Just so. And whenever Hydaelyn has need of new servants, she is quick to pluck comets from the heavens or create illusions of the same.
Why then didst thou conjure this vision, full knowing that thine age-old foe would thus claim those awakened to the gift?
Foe? You must be mistaken. As you see, I am a warrior of light. And together with my comrades in arms, I shall save the world. Just like you.
He means to tip the world back into stasis because the flood of light failed.
The more Lidibs reveals, the less I understand, but he has made a fine mess of things. But that he has made a fine mess of things is plain. He is gone, then? I've managed to persuade a number of our world would-be deserters to reconsider, or at least delay their departure. But as many are deaf to my entreaties. Young Thaler and Voldard among them, I'm sorry to say. They have quit the god. Nevertheless, I wish them well. Whatever Lidibus's plans for them might be, the pair only have ever had the best of intentions. One could hardly blame them for thinking themselves the heroes elect, not after having been blessed with the Echo. It's not as if they haven't shown the requisite spirit. I quite agree, though the impetus of the sudden departure may have been words falsely spoken. The men and women in whose footsteps they would follow are heroes in truth, warriors of light. Ardbert, yourself most of all. And so I would ask a favor of you. Speak with them ere they embark on their journey, and furnish them with what wisdom you can. They've set off for the Amara launch, but you should still be able to catch them if you leave now. Worth the effort, I'd say. If I recall correctly, Admiral Mervib took the time to usher you out into the wider world many moons ago.
Hey, they remembered my starting area.
I think that comparison rather flatters Thaler and Vonard, but the point still stands. They would doubtless be greatly encouraged were the Warrior of Darkness himself to see them off.
Yeah, might as well.
If thou art willing, I prithee to go. Thou mayest safely leave the task of unfolding that which did transpire in Anamnesis to us.
Okay. Yeah, got me running around doing random tasks. Alright. Let me get to an Ethernet shard. Boop. Alright. Ooh, you guys look nice. You again. I mean, it's you, sir. Sorry, it's been a funny old day.
Blah, 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 blah.
You can be sure we'll take those words to heart. I still can't believe it. You coming all this way just to speak with us. I swear we won't let you down. So long as it helps someone, we'll do what needs doing out there, no matter how small. And when the larger threats loom, we'll be ready to face them. You see if we aren't.
Wonder and danger awaits you in equal measure, but turn not from either.
We'll be off then. Farewell, Warrior of Darkness, and thank you. You can't do that. You're not guards anymore. I wonder how they got done so quickly. Alright, well, best be off then.
I wish I had a companion when I started out. Oh well. Off I go then.
I think... Did they just walk away without getting in a Okay, well... Yeah. They're gonna be great warriors of light. Whee! Alright. God, it is 10 o'clock. I've been going through 3.5 hours. I just want to get patch 5.2 finished up. Entering the ocular. Thank you for making the effort. I'm certain your words will be a boon to them. While you were away, the others told me of your investigation. We have yet to discuss how to proceed, however. While your findings in Anamnesis Anider do raise important questions as to the identity of our adversary, we are no closer to discerning his design, nor do I know of any other potential avenue of investigation. For which reason, we must needs trust Y'shtula's ingenuity and wait for her efforts to revive the Ancient's device to bear fruit. What if I were to attempt to follow the emissary? Elusive as he is, his plan compels him to court public attention. He shouldn't be impossible to find. Especially for one of your experience. It does seem worth the attempt. It'll come with you. Safety in numbers. In combat, perhaps, but where stealth is required, the opposite is true. Happily, I don't plan on getting myself caught, so you've no need to worry. Nor do I intend to vanish for moons on end. We still have the empty to attend to, don't we? Alright, then I'll look forward to your return. And it sounds like the rest of us should avoid doing anything which might prompt Elidibus to look too closely at our movements. Insofar as it's possible, I recommend we limit our activities to the Crystarium. Speaking of which, Exarch, might I ask if you've made any progress with the spirit vessel? Of course, we are presently studying the principles underpinning memory transference, and I believe nearing the requisite level of understanding. Less hearteningly, practical trials of transference methods suited for use with a vessel have yet to yield satisfactory results, to put it mildly. But there are still many promising possibilities we have yet to test. Indeed, though it may take some time yet, we are well on our way to a solution. And I shall not rest until one is found. Though we are all grateful for thine unstinting efforts, thou needst not labor to the exclusion of all else.
If it would serve to lighten thy burden, however little, I should gladly offer mine assistance. Quite. I, for my part, will do what I can to ensure that the Crystarium continues to run smoothly, in spite of recent disruptions. Then perhaps I could help. There must be something I could do, even if it's just guard duty. Thank you, all of you. I shall breathe easier for your assistance. Of course, on the evidence of the recent past, it will not be long before some new crisis arrives to throw our plans into disarray, at which time your services will be in particular demand. That being the case, perhaps you might take this opportunity to retire to your suite at the Pendants.
I might as well. If you insist. Alright, off I go then. Oh, other way. Weep. Okay. I'm relieved to see you were unharmed in the earlier commotion. Though, if I may, you do look somewhat weary. I presume you'll be retiring to your suite? Yes. Very good. Do let me know if there's anything you require. Alright. Let's go on ahead and do this. Why do I just lay down like that? There's a friggin' blanket. Use that. I love that if your character's a Lalafell, they'll just stand up in the chair. Master Geralt! It's Gleinard from the Wandering Stairs. I apologize for calling so late. A friend of yours was asking after you. You may remember them from the business of the Cardinal Virtues. Ah. You! Laddie ho, stranger! So, I think if you've taken care of more than one of the role quests, you actually get a choice. But since I've only gotten the healing one done, I actually speak with her. So there I am, minding my own business, quaffing my ale, when I hear a ruckus outside and then clear as day. Warrior of Light! That sounded like trouble to me, and I knew that if anyone was going to trouble himself over that trouble, it'd be you. So I gave Gleinard the old, but I'm your best customer routine, so they agreed to bring me here, and now I know where you live. Great, ain't it? It's a little more complicated than that. Some bastards rocking around wearing Arbert, Lammett's Arbert, like a second-hand jerkin? I don't know what's more offensive, that or that you let him leave without a proper dwarven decking. What? He did vanish into thin air. Bah! In a pinch, an improvised decking would have been fine. Tell you what, I'll show you how to knock that bastard flat in the blink of an eye here and now. Taboos be damned.
After all, we ain't about to let him keep on like that, are we? Pretending to be Albert. Limits, Albert!
There's a reason I did the healer role quest when I was doing the MSQ earlier.
Step 1, make a fist. Step 2, extend your arm like so. Step 3, beat him senseless. Got it? Good, now make me proud.
The healer one is really the best one of the Shadowbringers role quests. It's so good.
Meanwhile, in the Crystal Tower's that word.
Foiled again. If I cannot imbue the infernal thing with my power via magical means, we may need to devise a way to infuse the vessel with my blood after all.
Art thou unwell?
Or perhaps a brief respite? It wouldn't do to overtax yourself.
I'm fine. And given to stubbornness, I'm afraid. Especially when I have a stake in the outcome.
Well, you certainly don't look fine. Oh, okay. Oh, Xenos, why the hell are you here? Star shower. I am a warrior of light. Just like my dear, dear friend.
The dream again.
Meanwhile, in the source. Dateline source.
A recurring dream. They do so fascinate me. Might I trouble you for the details?
I have always dreamed of it. Fire falling from the heavens, and the city, nay, the whole world ablaze.
Indeed. Could Emmett Selk have found a way? Precious few possess memories of the final days.
The final days? Why, yes. Admittedly, my knowledge is mostly second-hand, but if you are interested, I will gladly tell you the tale. The tale of the world's end.
All right. And that is where we're going to end things off. Oh my god. All right. Well, stop the recording on my end. I'm going to have to sift through all that to get a thumbnail for this VOD. Oh my god. That went on for way longer than I wanted, but I'm glad we got all of 5.2 complete. The next time I stream Final Fantasy XIV, it will not be at the MSQ. It will actually be the second wing of Eden. And then once we're done with the second wing of Eden, we'll go back to the MSQ. And then after that, we'll take care of the final wing of Eden, then get started on the Sorrow of Warlet. And then after that, we'll do MSQ until we get to until we get to Endwalker. And I'm hoping to have all of that done before the end of the month. And I will be doing all of the role quest lines in a series of videos. I've actually got the first bit of it recorded. I don't know how exactly I'm going to be editing them, but I'm going to just do all the role quests in one video series instead of splitting up the series into by role quest. And then the final video in that series will be the finale quest line. And maybe a bit extra after that. But yeah. So yeah, that's what it's going to look like for Final Fantasy XIV content. The stream I was wanting to do today, instead of this, before the power went out yesterday, was I was going to do another Infinite Fusion Eevee run. But we'll be doing that next Saturday. I'm gonna see if I can get a stream in tomorrow. Otherwise, the next stream will be on Tuesday, and we'll be continuing Final Fantasy XIV, but we'll be doing the second Eden wing. So yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in and chatting. And I'll see you guys either tomorrow or Tuesday for the second wing of Eden. Take it easy, and I'll see you then.